Oh, we are live, and I'm hoping. Actually, let me just put it a bit louder. Hang on a sec. I think I could have put this a bit low, but I don't want to mess anything up. You know, I am capable of. Oh God, I've got my finger there. Right. Okay. Yeah, I think we're good to go. And of course, welcome back to the Purple Sofa, and welcome back to me, Annie D. Good evening, Radhika, for joining in. Ram, good to see you too. All these people already joining in, and of course, you have come to the last episode of the first season where Annie D was dating. Oh yes, it's all over, and do you know the reason why? Well, because my mum said, "Oh, hi, yo, Radhika." I like your style. Oh dear. The reason being, because, hi, Ram. I'm not going to get further than this, am I? Well, you know what? Let me talk to you first. Hi, everybody. Does that put you in a basket? Now, the reason why it's the last episode of me speed dating on a Friday night, only because my mother said, "Annie, yaar, ye dating, ye छोड़ो इसको, लोग क्या कहेंगे, आगे बढ़ो." And so, which means, you know what, I'm going to have to make everything a bit more decent. I am going to move into the second season, and that's where Annie D gets real, absolutely. But of course, you know, I'm going to go out on this last show with a bang. I seriously am. Because I've always wanted to know about reality shows. What is it about reality shows that's always so exciting? Everything that happens is, what can I say? There's always some meat in there, isn't there? There's always some controversy. Now, if somebody put a camera on my wall, right, it would all be so absolutely boring. It'd be so mundane. So what is it about reality shows? You know, why is there so much meat? And the guest that I have today is hopefully going to clarify all of this for me. And it is Jibran Dar that I'm talking to today, who has been kind enough to come on. Now, he has been in the middle of, put it this way, being accused of sexual harassment on this very reality show. And I wanted to know more about it. You know, before, when we heard it a few years ago, if the newspapers said it, if the radio said it, if social media said you were guilty, you were guilty. Why would you even question it? But ever since, you know, Shashant Singh has gone, everybody seems to be coming out on social media and telling us how it really is. And so I wanted to know for myself how much of it was true and how much of it was fake. So I'm going to try and get Jibran on right now. So I hope he's on. So let's see. Oh, Surbi, good to know. This is true. Yeah, absolutely true. We are all voyeuristic. So, but I'm glad you are here. So go live. Hi, Jibran. Have we got connection? Okay, let's hope it's all there. Are we all there? Oh, yes. Oh, Jibran, look, your camera. Hi, how are
Hi,
you?
I'm fine. What about?
Oh my God. Oh, absolutely. I think your connection. Hang on. Have we got a good connection?
No, no. The connection is
Oh,
very fine. It's
fantastic.
5G.
Oh, fantastic. Fantastic. Are you sure 5G causes corona? Look, some people have said this.
The-
You're safe, right?
I just,
लोगों ने
I am in Kashmir. I'm in hometown. So I recently installed high fiber connection because in Kashmir 2G is working, 4G is
Oh,
not working due to some
okay.
restrictions. So
Uh-huh.
I couldn't manage that. I couldn't manage that because I live in Delhi and Mumbai, so I need high speed net.
All right,
So
okay.
I
All right.
installed the network.
Well, you know, Jibran, thank you so much for coming on today. I know it wasn't easy to talk about something just happened a few days ago, but it's something that you have to live with. You know, so
Yeah,
so you were actually accused, weren't you, of sexual harassment on reality
exactly.
TV. Am I correct?
Do I look like do
Well,
I look like that?
I don't know. I don't know. Oh, dear. But there are some people who are still welcoming you. They're all saying hello, and
Yes.
they're all here for you, by the way, not
Hi,
for
hi,
me, because
hi.
they all want to know the
Uh,
truth.
Hello, assalamu alaikum to everyone. Sat Sri Akal, Adab. It's a diverse
Yeah,
welcome. Like we are from a diversity. We belong
yes,
from India and we have a huge diversity in our every word. And
yes, absolutely.
I also used to believe that there should be a diversity into the reality shows,
Yeah.
but it is nepotism, not diversity.
Oh,
If it
dear,
comes
okay.
about diversity, diversity means the Constitution of India means treat everyone equally.
Yeah.
If he is doing anything wrong, you should treat him according to the law. And I, since from 2007, have never treated by law because I have done nothing wrong like that.
Okay. Well, the thing is that the media decided a long time ago that you were guilty. But, you know, ever since people have been coming in with their
Yeah.
stories, you know, with their own stories, okay, their own reality stories, I thought, well, you know what, Jibran, I'm going to bring you in today and talk to you myself and find out for myself. I am very curious. I'm that kind of
Yeah,
personality. I'm not going to let it go, put it this way.
exactly.
Now, of course, you were contestant on a show called Roadies Rising, right? Was that in
Yeah,
2017?
exactly. Even
All
I
right.
don't remember. You have
Okay.
done
Do
a
you
lot
don't
of
remember?
exercise.
Yes,
I don't
I
remember.
remember. Yes, yeah. So listen, you know, I'm
Uh,
going to go back to the beginning. Okay, so let's just rewind a bit. How
like a
long
time
about?
machine.
Yeah, let's go. Yeah, absolutely. Right. So let's go back in time. So zoom back. And so we're going to put everyone, you know, give everyone a bit of context. Okay. So how long had you been? So before you got your first gig as a contestant on a reality show, how long had you been trying to get onto one of these shows?
It was almost 7 years I tried. I suffered, skipping my
7 years.
examination. Yeah, yeah.
But
Skipping
why?
my
What was?
examinations, skipping my. It's like, see, uh, when you feel like somebody is doing a great job on TV, and when you
Yeah.
connect with that, that I can also do. So I used to be always from the childhood like Bollywood fan, and I can also do this thing. If he
Mm,
does like this, I can do like this. Like if
okay.
you have seen Tendolkar playing, Virat Kohli playing, then every kid in a house says I'm Tendolkar. I love to play like Tendolkar.
Yeah.
So it is same. I used to be like, if they are doing those tasks, it is very easy for me. So I thought I am sort of a extrovert type of, sort of guy. I'm not an introvert.
You
So
like
I,
challenges.
yeah, I like challenges. I like social meetings.
Mm,
I love interaction. Even if I don't know you, like
mm.
without knowing you, I want to know you. So
Okay.
I will be the first person. Yeah, I will be the first person who will take initiative to know you. Either you are introvert or extrovert, but
Okay.
with a sort of kind of permission.
Right. So tell me this. So you took 7 years. Now, seven is obviously a lucky number in our culture
Yeah.
anyway. So you got in.
Odd
So
number.
so how did you get in? I mean, were there? I mean, there must have been you know, thousands of people applying for reality
Uh,
TV. So how did you get in then?
well, that time it was my luck because if you will say that that year, if it would have not happened on the online battleground, and if
Hmm.
you would have been talking like there would be a physical battleground, something like that, so I would have never made up my thing because I was not having any sort of Bollywood connections. I was not having any sort of friends like he's a good guy, please take him on my recommendation. So that time I came through an online challenge. I did some online tasks which they did, which was very much
Okay.
obvious from them side to everyone. And 1 lakh people
Mm.
participated in that. I was one among those. But it was my
Mm.
luck.
Okay.
I was the red apple among the green apples. I was very different. So I slowly and gradually did tasks. Then I came from 1 lakh to 50,000, 50,000, 20,000, 10,000, 5,000. They did a sort of scrutining of all contestants. And at last, I
All
got
right. Okay.
some mail. I got some mail and other things also that you have been selected for top 10, top 5. And at the last, uh, it was a very good thing. I thought like they are doing very well online and all that part. So, but they didn't wanted me because there were other girls also. They wanted those girls on that show as
Hmm.
those girls were already in contact with the coordinators and they were the ex participant in the two states of also that show, like in the Chandigarh and the Delhi, where they were being rejected.
Yeah. So they were rejected. So hang on a second. So you're saying to get in, you actually have to know someone, and you get in through connections, but
Exactly.
you didn't have any, so
Exactly.
you
If
were
you
lucky.
want to see, like
Oh God.
30% of industry knows me, like other people. So if you want to get in Splitsvilla, if you want to get in Roadies, if you want to get in somewhere other reality show, I can help you like 40% because I have some
Hmm.
contacts, I have some casting agents whom I know. I can send the
Hmm.
direct audition of yours through WhatsApp. They will call you
Okay.
through the WhatsApp. But it is not. But it is not justice to the people who are waiting in the line, 20,000, 30,000 people whole night for the interview. So that's
Right.
wrong.
So you've got so many people, but then these people who have asked these guys to come in, they know that these people aren't going to be chosen, but they need,
No, no, exactly.
ah,
Yeah,
right. So
yeah,
they need that for filming. So they take photos of
exactly.
like 20,000 people. It's just for the show. Is that what you're saying?
I'll tell you one thing. Right now, you are having interaction with me, and behind you, there's a painting, there's a candle stand, and there's something else. So
Yeah.
if those things won't be in the background, you won't look good.
All right. Okay. All right then.
Yeah. So those people are being used as a background.
Okay. Okay. So why were you
Crowd,
chosen then?
crowd. I I was not quite that talented. If they could have been selected me through the crowd, because the crowd is only for the entertainment part of the people. The
Okay.
contestants already get selected through phone calls, through WhatsApp, and through the nepotism contacts.
Oh,
Simple.
so you mean to say they've been chosen already and everyone else, nobody else knows this?
Exactly.
Oh, I think I've lost you.
Exactly.
All right, okay, I've got you
Like
back. Brilliant stuff. Right, oh, okay, so fair enough.
almost,
So then you
almost,
said they were,
almost 80%. Almost, I won't say 100%. Almost 80% of selection is already done before the judges come.
oh gosh, how awful for the people that really think they've got a chance. But you said that two girls were rejected in another region, but
Yeah,
then they were accepted
yeah,
onto this show. How did that
yeah,
happen?
exactly.
How?
Because those girls were already in contact with the coordinator. So
Oh,
actually, if the milk are the producers, are the judges, but they are not the cream over the top. That malai. Malai is
mm,
always a person like coordinators, helpers, who influence girls by sexual desires, by money, by anything like that. So
so
that's how they get inside the audition round.
So what you're saying is basically these girls have come in by having some kind of a relationship with people who have the control to bring them in.
Exactly. Who have the control to bring them in? It's the same thing.
So the casting couch exists. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, that exists. That is 110%.
Right. So who are these people that were rejected that were accepted later on then?
They
Are you
were
allowed
they
to
were
name
one of
them?
the, yeah, they were one of the contestants of my show. So they were being selected there, as they told me
Who?
we were being rejected in Delhi and Chandigarh. She was my friend Jagriti. She was being rejected there, and
So Jagriti Jha.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Even see the irony of the nation. See, they convinced them to blame Jibran. Okay, and that girl, listen, see how unlucky or lucky you might say be. That
Hmm.
girl, Jagriti Jha, before I entered the show, 5 days she and me lived in a one room.
Okay.
Okay, yeah.
Okay.
Even I promised her boyfriend that okay, she is like my sister and she's gonna be my friend. Don't worry, I'll take care of her.
Hmm.
And later on, they told them, no, don't blame him. She didn't
Right.
blame in the direct way. She didn't blame in the direct way, but she blamed in a indirect way.
So hang on a second. Now, do you think you were going to be a target did you think that you were a target from the beginning, or do you think you became a target later on?
Later on, not from the
Later on.
beginning. Yeah, later. It's like
Oh,
on the spot. Like you got some spark and you thought, let's bring the cloth and let's burn it.
okay. So okay then, let's see how this happens. So just unfold a story for me very quickly. Why were you accused of sexual harassment? What happened?
See, nothing much happened like that. If the show is like girls and boys living together in tents and they enjoying life and other
Mm,
things also. So the only mistake of mine was that I was 25-year-old and they were 19 to 20-year-old. With that, they thought he's
mm,
a threat to us. He's a competition to us. He's much stronger than other contestants, so he cannot be evicted, he cannot be done anything like that. And he's so passionate and he's
Mm.
so extrovert sort of guy. He's not going to remain calm and all that part. And I made quick friends, not friends, sisters. Like I gave them advice what to do. Don't be in relationship on a reality show because the whole family watched that. If that relationship happens wrong, what you gonna do the whole life? Because that's gonna be recorded on the TV, and your career is, if your family is going to ruin, because if you're going to make a wrong selection of a guy on a reality TV. And there is a video, like I was advising Rakhi, and
Mm-hmm.
those people that day tagged that video a wise interaction with Jibran and Rakhi, where Jibran is telling Rakhi not to be in any relationship or commitment on the reality show as they don't exist much. So I was very good friend or a brother to that girl, and so she insisted me that when we will go for the vote out session, you will come with me, you will, from your tent to me, and I said, okay, fair enough. I got ready. I had my makeup and all that part. And I went to her and I said, Rakhi, are you ready? She said, give me 2 minutes. I'm wearing the shoes. So I was waiting
Mm-hmm.
outside the tent. And I was waiting outside the tent. And what happened? Like a guy always normally, like if you have a switch here, you play with this. Like normally I was doing this. And I just said, मैं बिजली बचा रहा हूँ. मैंने कहा कि मैं बिजली बचा रहा हूँ 5 बजे कौन सा अंधेरा है यार बिजली किस लिए जरूरत है. And I was
Mm.
outside the tent, not inside the tent. They have mentioned in the article in the room. So there was no room. There's a huge difference between room and the tent. So I was
Right.
outside the tent. Yeah, there was a net. I was outside the tent and all that part. And what happened? I told Raki I'm waiting outside. So I was waiting outside. So I did once again. I did once again. I did thrice. So thrice. Yeah, 3 times I did switch on.
So you were messing
And
around though with the girl.
yeah, yeah, I was kidding. Like I'll say Annie, oh, don't do this. Like Annie.
Yeah.
So like,
Okay. Fair enough.
so would you blame like this?
So
Suppose
why did they? But why did they make a big thing about it though?
I'll tell you, na, I'll tell you. Nothing happened that time. So I was doing this. She came out and she yelled at me. When she yelled at me, I didn't said any bad word. Okay, I kept calm.
Hmm.
There came another guy. I don't remember his name. He came. He said something to me,
Mm-hmm.
and I was abusing, like cursing him much loudly. मैंने इसको बोला कि तू बच्चा है मेरे सामने थोड़ा पीछे हट इसके और मेरे बीच बात है तू बीच में सो
Right.
कोई आया बीच में हाँ कोई आया बीच में लड़ाई वड़ाई छुड़वा दी और खत्म हो गया वो तब
Right.
टाइम आया था अब तब बजे थे 5
Right. Okay.
okay if I would have done anything wrong she could have reported that the particular time that this guy did this
Mm-hmm.
simple 5 6 7 8 9 10 बज गए इन 5 घंटों में उसने किसी से कुछ नहीं बोला
Hmm.
10 बजे मेन फ्रेम कैमरास लग गए जहां पे आपको हाईलाइट मिलती है कि मैं तुर्रम खान
Hmm.
एंड दैट टाइम व्हाट हैपेंड शी थॉट आई एम immune and I am going to vote her out
Right. Okay.
because
But
I was in the safe team nobody could have even अगर कोई सोच के भी मेरे खिलाफ वोट डालता that was not eligible
right.
because
Okay.
जिस टीम ने मुझे चुना था वो टीम ऑलरेडी इम्यून हो चुकी थी 1 हफ्ते तक
But listen. Why would anyone put you in that situation if they gave you immunity and you couldn't be voted out?
exactly because she was having fear to get out that day
Yeah.
उसकी और मेरी थोड़ी बहुत नोकझोंक हुई थी उसको ये लगा कि जिब्रान is the new he is having the power to vote anyone to get out of the show that power I was having
Right. Okay.
so she thought he would use to take her out
Okay. So
but
basically, she.
I was not going to take her out I was going to take someone else out
Okay. Fair enough. So, but listen.
when this thing happened everyone were casting the votes
Yeah.
nobody could have casted against me as I was safe now it was my turn she casted vote when she casted vote she came back now it was my team's turn to cast a vote when my team member went to cast a vote I was about to go to cast the vote she said I want to say something and before that happened a tea break for 5 minutes
And
Okay.
she went to bathroom, and with that bathroom she was accompanying a person who was assistant producer.
So she went with the assistant producer. Okay, just before you were going to cast your vote. Okay.
Yeah. He told him like this, I want to say this.
Mm-hmm.
Assistant producer came, काना पुसी में उनके माइक जैसे मेरे ये छोटा सा माइक्रोफोन लगा हुआ है,
Yeah.
बट इससे भी बहुत छोटा उनके कान में लगा होता है, जिनसे उनको डायरेक्शन मिलती है कि व्हाट टू डू एंड व्हाट नॉट टू। बिकॉज मॉनिटर पे सब लोग देखते हैं कि किसकी आंखें हिलती है, किसका ऐसे हो रहा है, कौन घबरा रहा है, कौन हंस रहा है। तो दैट इज लाइक दे कैप्चर दोज मोमेंट्स बिकॉज दे आर वेरी वेल ट्रेन्ड एंड प्रोफेशनल फॉर दैट टू कैप्चर दोज
So
मोमेंट्स।
who has that? So they've got cameras everywhere, and are you saying that some contestants also had mics?
Contestant already told to the producer na ki like this is going to happen. Ranvijay, Neha Dupia, Prince Narula, and that some bastard, one more, another person was having the microphone here, and
Yeah.
the assistant producer told them, if this situation is going to happen, now you have to react.
Right. So okay.
Now, see what I'll tell you. There are halogen lights. There are 10,000 watt lights over our head. And I
Right.
have came new to the camp, and I was not sleeping since 16 hours. And more than 8 to 9 hours was the vote out shoot. Okay. So what happened? They told me, you did this thing.
Okay.
I said, if I did this, there was also Rakhi. You can ask Rakhi. Ranvijay asked Rakhi. Rakhi said, no, Jibran did nothing. And
Mhm.
Ranvijay said, shut up. And she kept calm. And after that, she started yelling. मैंने बोला उसको, अरे बहन, तू मेरी बहन जैसी है, तुझे प्रॉब्लम है, तू मुझे बता, ठीक है? तो उसके बाद they started yelling at me because उनको पता है कैमरा लगे हुए, एंगल क्या है कैमरा का, कॉमन सी बात है। अभी आप और मैं यहाँ पे इंटरेक्शन कर रहे हैं, यू आर अ गर्ल, यू आर अ जर्नलिस्ट, यू आर अ राइटर। नाउ अ थर्ड पर्सन विल कम इन अ चैट, वो आपको बोलेगा ओए एनी, तो कॉमन सी बात है, मैं आपको दिखाने के लिए ये बोलूंगा, भाई तू ओए क्यों बोल रहा है, टॉक टू रेस्पेक्ट। नाउ व्हाट हैपेंड, उसकी रेस्पेक्ट चली गई, लेकिन आपके और मेरे बीच एक बॉन्ड बन गया। जो हमें देख रहे हैं वो ये बोल रहे हैं कि हाँ, ये बंदा तो बहुत सही है।
Right. So hang on a second. So all of this, right, because you were just playing with the lights, you irritated the
Yeah,
girl. The girl came out. She then told the one of the producers, or sorry, one of the hosts
yeah,
that yeah, all right.
yeah,
So, but hang
yeah.
on a second. But that wasn't the only thing, was it? There was also a situation where you were messing around with a girl and you talked about the length of her dress. Is that true?
Yeah, you have done a very good that exercise on that. Listen, now that girl is Jagriti. Okay.
Okay.
Now you can examine and assume things by yourself.
Uh-huh.
When we got ready, everybody do makeup. Okay.
Yeah.
So Jagriti and me were in a same hotel in a same room for 5 days.
Right. Okay.
When I was not having any sort of intention to do anything with a girl, 5 days, nobody was there, no camera was there, no person was there, nothing. And that girl was very comfortable with me. Even we were in shorts, she was also in shorts. I have some videos, photos where we
Yeah.
are together having chicken dinner order and all that part together because she was my sister, like my friend,
Okay.
mate. So she told me, Jibran, मैं तेरा makeup करूँ. She was having that compressor and that foundation and all that part. I said,
Fair enough.
okay. Before going for the vote out session, I went to Jagriti outside in the arena, and she came with the makeup and all that part. Okay, so उसका कोई दोस्त नहीं था क्योंकि मैं 5 दिन से दोस्त था उसका, तो एंड उसको मैंने जिताया था बैटल ग्राउंड में, मेरे साथ एंट्री की थी उसने, तो मैं ही तो जीता था, तभी वो एंट्री आई थी अंदर। तो शी वाज हैविंग दैट फेवर कि मैंने अच्छे पार्टनर को चुना है जिसने मुझे शो के अंदर एंट्री करवाई, ठीक है ना, ऑलरेडी रिजेक्ट हो चुकी थी दिल्ली में, ठीक है। तो द थिंग इज दैट व्हेन आई वाज डूइंग दिस थिंग, शी वेयर द शॉर्ट ड्रेस,
Okay.
the dress was a mini skirt sort of and some mini top, crop top.
Okay, fair enough.
She came to me like this, Jibran, मैं कैसी लग रही हूँ? Okay, I said, तू चाहे कपड़े छोटे पहन या तू लंबा फिरॉक पहन, a man, a woman should be sexy by their thoughts.
But that's very different to what was written in the media, because
And
it
she
said
was
if
being
your dress
called.
was
I
shorter.
told you, huh? I told you, na, she was being called because she was under contract. She have to tell. So what happened? I'll tell you. The guy whom I abused, I told you I abused the guy.
Yeah.
He was that time sitting behind.
Mm-hmm.
So when all this drama happened, Jagriti didn't told anyone that he told me.
Mm-hmm.
That guy, you might have seen that video. That guy came out of that frame and said, he also said this to Jagriti.
Oh, I see. Okay, fine.
So जागृति see if जागृति अगर जागृति को बुरा लगा होता तो जागृति मुझे तभी के तभी बोलती ना.
Yeah, fair enough.
हाँ, so and we were together on the same bed in the same room, everything we were sharing, like the hairdresser, everything we were sharing.
Yeah.
When she was not having problem over that time, or when she was
Hmm.
not having the problem when I commented like that. So common सी बात है, वो क्यों शो पे बोलती? Suppose.
Hmm. So hang on a second. So we had the light incident, we had the dress incident,
Now
and then voting was after that.
No, you might not have exercised this. There was another one, Samyukta Hegde.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. No, listen. That incident is of like afternoon, 2 बजे,
Mm-hmm.
दोपहर की 2 बजे. I was sitting with Aggie Carvano, something like that. I don't remember the names of such people. So I was sitting with that person, and she came. Like suppose you and me are on the same show, like right now. And
Yeah.
अगर इसमें it's a common thing. अगर इसमें sense होती ना, mobiles में smelling की sense. So if you would have wore a good perfume, I would have commented you, Annie, your fragrance is nice. Please,
Yeah.
like
Okay.
that. So she came thrice in front of me like this.
Mm-hmm.
She told me, please give me a space in between yours. I want to talk to Aggie. I said, please,
Okay.
we are talking. You can come later on. So she came 3 rounds. When she came three rounds like that, I told her, Samyukta, please don't disturb me. Your fragrance will halt my tasks. It's better you don't come here.
Okay.
तो मैंने उसको एक कॉम्प्लीमेंट दिया कि तुम्हारी फ्रेग्रेंस बहुत अच्छी है, मेरे सामने मत आओ, मैं डाइवर्ट हूँ. सिंपल सी बात.
Okay.
And she told them, he said me कि तुम्हारी फ्रेग्रेंस कितनी अच्छी है.
So this is just, but to be honest, I'm not sure how people will react to this. For me, this is just normal conversation. So even when I'm dating, I am talking to people, I'm messing around. So actually, if that is termed as sexual harassment, if everything that you're saying is true, then I should be accused of it as well. So actually,
Annie, before there is fourth one. There is some girl, she is like 17-year-old, Khushbu Pathan. Okay? Khushbu Pathan. I swear to God, I had not even interacted with that girl. I had not even seen that girl much. She told later on when my articles came live, she was being called by them to blame him again. Okay, blame something like that. She told him, he holded me by hips and twisted me.
Okay, all right. So all these things basically.
I am now feeling, oh God, if I would have taken such a responsibility, how would I have left her? Which I never did.
Right, okay. So listen, so what you're trying to say is that the producers of the show planned and exaggerated and brought stuff together and portrayed it in a way that just wasn't true. Is that what you're saying?
I'll tell you one thing, Annie. If I do a pistol and I will shoot a bullet, and I'll shoot it once, then I'll shoot it twice, thrice, 4 बार. कत्ल इंसान एक बार करे या 4 बार करे, कत्ल होता है.
हाँ, ठीक है.
अब उनके हिसाब से दुनिया का, हिंदुस्तान का सबसे बड़ा रियलिटी शो और एक बंदे ने 4 लड़कियों को छेड़ा. Yo man, come on, file a case against me.
Okay. So did they not show you when they attacked you?
I'll tell you one thing. You are a girl. You have a self-respect. You are a girl. If I will abuse you or I will do a sexual harassment to you, what will you do?
I'll definitely bring it out, and I probably will complain. I'll make sure that everybody knows about it. And obviously, I'd obviously also have some proof as well. Do they have proof do they have proper proof of you properly sexually harassing anybody there?
They are like, they are, वो खुद में जज है, खुद में हाई कोर्ट है। वो सलमान खान की मूवी देखी आपने?
हाँ,
वो
काफी।
FIR, न बंदा न बंदे की जात, एनकाउंटर करो पता ही नहीं चलेगा, वो वही काम होगी।
Right. So who were the hosts that accused you directly?
Yeah, one more thing I will tell you, the host was VJ Galen, okay?
Okay. And there was
तो
Neha Dupia and there was Prince Narula, right?
या प्रिंस नरूला। अब खुद बताओ, प्रिंस नरूला जैसा बंदा जो बिग बॉस वाले शो में 3 बार लड़कियों को बदल चुका है,
So
अब वो बंदा मुझे कैसे बोल सकता है?
so you're trying to say that Prince Narula is a flirt himself? Is that what you're
Yeah,
saying?
he is. He's, I won't say flirt, I will say Casanova.
But what proof do we have of this, though? We're making a claim.
When Prince Narula was in Roadies, you
Yeah.
watch his episodes also. He was being the most notorious person of that show.
Okay, fair enough. So, okay.
So nobody took an action.
Right. So why are they doing this? Why did they go to so much effort to destroy somebody's reputation?
See, like if you're a businessman, creating a show is a business. And in that business, गरीब मरे या अमीर मरे, उसे फर्क नहीं पड़ता. उसको content चाहिए. Content means content. I'll tell you one thing. There's a show Big Boss.
Yeah.
पिछले साल के सीजन में एक कंटेस्टेंट दरवाजा खोल के भाग गया.
Okay.
Do you believe इतने बड़े रियलिटी शो का दरवाजा खुला रहेगा?
No, I see what you mean. I mean, it is difficult. I have talked to people who have been on reality shows, and it
Okay,
has been really frustrating.
Asim Riaz. Do you watch this season like Asim Riaz?
No, I haven't. I have to admit, no, I haven't.
Asim Riaz was clear winner. As उसकी जो फोटो पोस्ट बोहेमिया ने की थी, उसकी फोटो जॉन सीना ने पोस्ट की थी internationally. So he was a clear winner. But they let one Siddharth Shukla. Why? Because Siddharth Shukla is of colors.
Right. So what we're saying is reality shows are unreal from start to finish. Is that what we're saying? इसमें कोई reality कुछ है ही नहीं.
It's like 80% unreal and 20% real. And 20% real is that is by default.
Yeah.
That is like that happens. That happens. ये वही बात होती है, real juice के डिब्बे में लिखा होता है 100% natural. But there are artificial things. There is artificial sugar, because if you will put 100% real orange juice in a can, it won't be having a shelf life. It won't be having. It will get expire in 2 days or 3 days. So you have to add the citric acid, you have to add the acidity, you have to add other things. So those content creators, what they are doing, there is a person who have done particular degree in creating content. See, when you hire anybody person for a website, whom you hire? Content developer, na?
Yeah.
So there are a professional person who think like that. There are some morons, there are some idiots who think like that कि अगर ये करेंगे तो ऐसा हो जाएगा, अगर ऐसा करेंगे तो ऐसा हो जाएगा. So they play.
So Jibran, what it is, so if we're saying that this was all for TRPs, what was the TRP rating for that situation that you were in? Was it the highest? The
highest in the Rudies ever.
So that situation gave you the highest TRP rating. So let me ask you a question. Was it good for you or was it bad for you?
If they might be listening somewhere, or they will anytime see this video, I am very much thankful for them to do this to me, because now I am feeling more successful than the people who are currently in that.
Okay, so more attention. But listen, you were, how did this...
Nobody would have been done. My news was being done by Times of India, Hindustan Times, NDTV, everybody. So nobody would have been noticed me even if I had won the show.
Oh, fair enough. But listen, how did people treat you afterwards when you were evicted?
Badly for 1 or 2 months. I just suspended my accounts also badly for 1 or 2 months. But फिर मैंने एक mantra सीखा. People don't give a damn fuck.
Okay,
Things
that's your
happen.
mantra.
Yeah, things happen.
Okay,
You
fair
and
enough.
me are talking here. We don't know what is next. We were not
Okay.
knowing Corona आया ना, सबकी
Yeah.
बोलती बंद हो गई.
So listen, so it didn't stop you. So you still got accepted though. So how do you, if everything is planned, is the winner planned as well for the show?
Yes.
The
If they
winner
if they
has
feel,
already,
yeah, if they feel that uh, they don't require this person as a winner, he don't look like a winning face, so they change.
so you're trying to say to be a winner, you need to have the right figure, the right looks, the right gender as well.
Yeah. Right figure, right property, right sort of contacts, a normal person, see, there are two reasons.
Yeah.
If you have a bad fucking story, like you are being hurted, you are poor, you are someone सारी जिंदगी के सारे दुख उसी के साथ हुए होंगे ना, so you're gonna win. If you are a moderate person, because they want that person to win for the sake of TRP, because है बेचारा boot polish वाला है, Indian Idol जीत गया, है बेचारा वो है, Indian Idol जीत गया.
I see. Okay.
This is a story. See, there are the people, story engineers, who actually look about the stories. इसकी माँ क्या पहनती है, कितना गरीब है. अगर सोनी टीवी पे किसी का सिलेक्शन हो जाता है ना, वो उसके घर पहुंच जाते हैं. देखो घर पे इसके चूल्हा नहीं है, ये फुटपाथ पे सोता है.
Yeah, I've seen
अब
that.
हमने, so this is a story. They create
So,
story.
so this is like just Star Plus or Colors or any other show. It's really not a reality show.
बेचारा अल्लाह ताला उसे जन्नत नसीब दे. सुशांत सिंह राजपूत इतना बेहतरीन एक्टर, उसकी इतनी बेहतरीन मूवी आ रही है, दिल बेचारा है. आप मुझे एक बात बताओ, इतने सक्सेसफुल बंदे को सुसाइड करने की क्या जरूरत?
Yeah. So I mean, we don't even know what's happened. I mean, if that is the case, so this is why if this is what happens and it's a little bit, then I can imagine why.
I would have done the same what Sushant Singh Rajput have done. Okay.
What stopped you?
But what stopped me is my family. Family very strong. Me, my principles, my ethics. I'm very strong. If anything happens to me, I will be like, अफसोस होगा. लेकिन उसके बाद यार क्यों? There is a life.
Yeah.
And I don't think why Sushant Singh Rajput thought about that part. He was successful. I don't know. It's a murder. It's a mystery. Whatever it is. But the thing is that now the people might be also wondering. You might be also wondering. A channel MTV accused me with a sexual thing with 4 girls. Done. So that person should never see me. But I am the person now in the category of the host and hosted the show Monday to Friday, 21 episode on the same channel.
See, I don't understand this.
That's called karma.
Right. So maybe it's because of all the attention you got. And Noop's Mirror is saying a CBI probe for Shashank. You're absolutely right. We don't know why he passed away. We don't know whether it was self-inflicted or somebody else. But obviously that case is still underway. But in terms of how we're coping with somebody's depression or, when they're down, I think this is the case here. So obviously Jibran decided that's not the journey that he wants to take. Okay, so I guess. But listen, I have a very important question here. So you became a contestant again on Stupid Cupid, a dating show, and then you became an anchor. Then you became an anchor with Sonu Sood.
Yeah.
Right. So how is that? So tell me one question though, very quickly. If reality shows are unreal, was that show also scripted?
Yes.
Oh my God, you destroyed me completely.
The show I hosted was also scripted. See?
You see. So basically, these models.
I did Stupid Cupid. You saw that?
Yes, I did see a bit of it. Yeah.
I'll tell you one thing. That was my friend's production. Like, he wanted me to come. I came on my own. Like, I spent 6,000 rupees, 3,000 rupees ticket by air, and then I went back by train. I came, I waited for 11, 12 hours in the production house in Malad, I think. Yeah. So I shot that episode, and the director told me that we want to make it so funny. You will propose both of them, and then you will leave the show with that.
Yeah.
So
I
you tell me,
see.
कोई बेवकूफ है, दो लड़कियां टेबल पे बैठी है, मैं एक को प्रपोज कर रहा हूँ, वो नहीं मान रही, फिर दूसरे को कर रहा हूँ.
Yeah, I did find that a bit odd. And no, the other girl is not going to accept when you've just proposed to somebody else. ये तो हम
And
नहीं
they showed Karishma Tanna there.
Yeah.
She was not actually there.
Oh God. Okay. So basically, none of these reality shows are real at all from start to just a little bit, so they can create a situation. Key advantage there. Is that what you're saying?
See, if things will be
Okay.
if things will be unscripted, the cost will go high.
And it won't be interesting because you never know what's going to happen, and it won't. Okay. So they need controversy to get TRPs.
We have our Prime Minister, Mr. Narendra Modi. Okay.
Okay.
Whenever he speaks, do you think there is not a script?
No. Well, to be honest, yeah, the unreality show, as Noops Mehra is saying, absolutely. And of course, Kay from Bangalore, you're into. So, oh gosh, you know what? I'm a bit gobsmacked. I always thought, my God, how is it that these reality shows?
Cooking? You love cooking, Annie?
Sorry?
You love cooking? You love cooking?
Well, I'm not a fan. I used to, but not anymore.
I'm a very good cook. I'll tell you one thing. When you cook something big like cake, or you cook something like pulao or biryani, you look into the book, na?
This is true.
So that is scripted cooking.
Okay, fair enough.
But when your mom cooks, she cooks unscripted things.
Oh, okay. So I'll leave it to the experts. But listen, this is not going to be the end. What are you doing now? What is your next project then? Your next scripted project?
Whatever I do, everything is scripted. Everything.
So reality shows is your thing. Is that what you're saying? Is that your passion then?
Abhi, I did Mr. and Miss 7th State season 1. They're going to come with season 2. And I'm in contract with them, that production house. So we're going to shoot very soon in Goa. So this COVID came up. So that's why we didn't shot up. And after that, I was in contract. I've been also in contract with Showbox Music Channel. Jibran Ki Jibr is my show. That is my show with my name. And apart from, did one Netflix movie, and which is coming very soon. But before Netflix, it's going to come in Cannes Festival, and then it will come on Netflix. So I have a small role in that. Right. And apart from that, I have some web series projects also, like small roles, not much.
You can't mention the name?
No, I cannot mention the name.
Okay, fair enough. Then
maybe that can be with me, or that cannot be with me. That will not be fair enough to talk about those people.
Okay.
But there are a lot of projects, and apart from that, I host shows, corporate shows, like Z, SL Group, or Mahindra, Kotak, HDFC. I host their corporate shows, and I get a huge amount of money from that part. So in a month, I host 10 to 15 shows.
Gosh, that's a lot. So your reputation was only affected for 2 months, and now it's okay. It's doing really well.
People, when somebody asks me, I just reply them and make them understand. They said, don't tell us, we trust you. I tell them, you need to know.
Okay, no, fair enough. So listen, so if you could go back in time, like we did, would you do anything differently?
Yes.
Tell me. Very quickly.
If I will go back into the Roadies reality show, the first thing I will do is that I'll keep a secondary camera just hooked here so that actual real things will happen. What is going on? And any girl in that show, I will make them officially first sister. Then I will do the show.
Okay, but that's the worst thing. If you're convicted of sexual harassment towards your sister, I'm not sure. Is that worse?
They can do it. They can do it.
Okay, so Babs Mehra has said people have a short memory. So obviously, good luck to you. But I have to say, thank you so much for coming on today, Jibran. The reason being is
Great.
because a lot of people have been coming out. They've been trying to tell the truth because they've been quiet for so long. But there's something about Shashant Singh Rajput actually passing away that somehow it stimulated people to come out and tell us what the truth is. So I was hoping, maybe this is the time. So let's see what it's all about, because we all believe media before, but let's hear it from you. Yes,
It's like
I have to say,
I would
yes,
like.
there's always conversation. There will be a conversation between a man and a woman of a certain type. There will be some flirtation. We have all done it. But when it's defined as sexual harassment, that's when it becomes really serious. And that's when we need to know the truth. And so it was
That,
really good that you came on today to clarify everything.
because when somebody is not when somebody is not have not done any sort of act like that, why should someone be keeping it? Oh, मैंने नहीं किया है. अगर मैंने किया होता मैं आपके साथ बात नहीं करता.
No, 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 fair enough, fair enough. I mean,
So
obviously,
I think you feel very comfortable talking to me, and why should I be?
well,
The
well, maybe because I'm
one
in
thing
another room.
one thing I'll tell you,
I'm not in a hotel room with you.
I'll tell you what. If a person, see, ये सोचने वाली बात. If a person is on a reality show and her mother, father, brother, family, schools, college is watching him, and why
Yeah.
would that person would dare to do such act on a TV? If I would have done it, I would have done it apart from the show.
Well, all I can say is I guess everybody goes in for the attention. All of you,
Yeah,
including everybody got the attention that they wanted. Unfortunately, you paid the price for a bit longer. But you know what? You're here, you're doing this, you'll be doing other stuff in the future. And
I will
good
do.
luck
I
to
will
you.
do. I will do. I will do this thing to make people smile till the last breath of my life. Even if I will die, I'll be like dying like this, because
Good.
that is my motive, to make people smile. I do earn money from that, but it is the hardest job I do, because I never know what the second person is thinking, what second person have been gone through. क्या उसका बाप मरा है, उसकी माँ मरी है, उसका भाई मरा है, but still I take chance to make him smile in the party, to make him smile in the award show. That is the difficult job I.
Yeah, but listen, very quickly, before we go, has it affected any of your personal relationships? So, if you want to date or if you want to go out with a girl, has it affected your relationship, that part of your private life?
Like 20%, not much.
Okay. So they gave you a
Because
chance.
people are not fools. See, when they saw me performing again on the same TV, on the same channel, and
Yeah.
see, Ranvijay comes. I would love to tell Ranvijay. Ranvijay comes only Saturday, Sunday. I used to come Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, like a Saas Bahu serial.
Okay. No, fair enough. Okay, oh gosh. Well, you know what? Good luck to you. And I hope everything settles down. And, I hope it's on the up and up. And viewers, thank you so much for tuning in. You've seen what it's like. Basically, there's nothing real about a reality show. Basically, the end is already chosen and decided before the show has even started. And, whether the casting couch or whether someone, having a godfather, having a connection, gets you in. I guess it's the same everywhere, isn't it? And Nimish Goel, hi to you too. You've only just joined in, but you're a bit late, for goodness sake. Honestly, you should have come in earlier. It's no good now, is it? You're going to have to watch the IGTV. But of course, viewers, thank you so much. Now, if you want to read any more, if you want to hear anything more, then do come onto my website, annied.in. And of course, you can
So you're
listen
gonna
to this
post,
interview as well.
you gonna post this on your website also?
Well, no, yes, I am actually. I don't know why I was hesitating. Yes, it's going to go on my website.
No, I'm not.
Also,
I would love to. Like, I would love to see that, and I would love to repost that again to the
okay,
people.
please,
So that,
please
yeah.
do. And most likely I'll be writing about it as well. So do watch this space. And you can also like and subscribe to my YouTube channel. That's where you'll also watch all my interviews. Annie D in Conversation With. If you want to hear all of them, just do go there, go to my website,
find out what I'm really about, as you can find out about what everyone else is like on my show. And of course, next week, it's going to be next Sunday, Annie D Gets Real, because my mum said so. My mum said I had to stop my dating shating and I need to get serious in relationships. So Jibran, I hope you're listening. My mother always has good advice. So,
Oh, really?
yes, she
So,
does. I always listen to my mum.
so you did a cherry on the top at the last with your mother's name.
Yeah, no. She is the main part of my script always, because she's always there. She is my biggest critic, let me tell you. And so she's been me. She's been me. Sorry.
You have critic at your home.
Yeah, yeah. I'm telling you, my mother is my biggest critic. My dad and I share the same humor, so my mother
Okay.
keeps us both in control. So she says, "Annie, bas ho gaya hai, ab log kya kenge? And ab kuch aage badho zindagi mein." So I have to do it. And if my mum
Your
says so,
house,
then I have to.
your house is also scripted.
Yes, everything. Yeah. So there you go. So, Mum, if you're listening in, it's okay. I'm doing the decent thing. Okay. So this is it for season 1. Jibran, thank you so much for coming on. It's been an absolute pleasure. And please do tune in next week, Jibran, you included. Okay. And watch this space. All right,
Anytime
then.
you need me to host anything, I'm ready to host anywhere, even that Andaman and Nicobar Island. Anywhere.
Oh, lovely.
Yeah.
You know what? Tell me when you're going to Goa. Well, let's see if I can make a trip there.
Sure,
Let's see
sure,
how you work.
sure.
And I'll bring my mum with me. So,
Exactly.
all right. All right, then. Bye, Jibran. Thank you so much.
And do bring your mom's script also.
I will. All right. See you. Bye-bye now.
Bye.